What's going on, Gemini? I hope you are doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for June 27th to July 3rd, 2022. So in this reading, Gemini, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides. But before we begin this reading, Gemini, if this general reading resonates with you, definitely smash that like button and subscribe if you have not already for future updates. That would be greatly appreciated over here. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. You can find my official Instagram account linked in the description box below this video. There is a ton of fake accounts going around pretending, masquerading as me, as the Autistic Mystic. So go follow my real account. That way I have more followers than the fake accounts. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also just follow me, because why not? But yeah, I hope you're doing good. I'm literally sweating, but screw it. The show must go on. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading, Gemini, and see what is coming your way for the 27th to the 3rd, 2022. Oh. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Gemini. Ooh, King of Wands wanted to come out. Okay, keep it in mind. Yikes. Super intense, but it leads to something good. Let's see. Okay, Gemini. So, what I'm getting from this is that from June 27th to July 3rd, there's going to be a certain lifestyle that comes to an end for you. There's going to be a certain way of thinking, way of being that literally comes to a halt. It just comes to an end, both spiritually and physically. You have the Tower and you also have the Ten of Wands. The good thing is you also have the Three of Wands here as the final card in your overall general energy. What I'm getting from this, Gemini, it's basically a choice that you make to let go of some sort of pattern of thinking or behaving that you've basically picked up from other people, from what you read in a self-help book, and you basically decide that doesn't work for me. Okay, it doesn't work for me. For example, there's a lot of people who, and basically you're going to be slowly building up from this readjustment. And this is going to be both in your personal life, your dating life, and also your career. For example, if you go through any self-help book, what do they all tell you? What you do in the morning is you do not check your phone. You must, Gemini, you must basically not check your phone, do this meditation, and that's it. The other day I was reading and I found out I think Pablo Picasso, correct me if I'm wrong, he started his day with his friends. He got up and he drank coffee and he went to a cafe and he did the opposite of what these people tell you to do about training your subconscious mind that literally the masses just hypnotically follow like a bunch of self-help or spiritual robots. He did all of his work later in the day. So after he socialized, he opened himself up to anything. I mean, if he had a phone then, he'd probably check his phone. So in other words, what I'm getting for you, Gemini, is someone told you something that you believed to be a law long time ago. And you're basically waking up from that and you're starting to do your thing your own way. This is also going to take some time for it to materialize successfully, but it's in your gut you have to do this. It could be that you work as a mechanic in a shop, and instead of doing that, you basically realize that I don't really want to be a mechanic anymore. I want to work specifically with tires. But they told me that I can't work with tires unless you first work with the gauges and the blah, blah, blah. But you're just like, no, I'm going to do it in my own way. Your opportunity is the Knight of Pentacles. This is an opportunity of slow building, slow moving up after this Ten of Swords and this Tower moment. Whatever this is, I think it's more internal. Luckily, rather than your life falling apart, it's a decision in the Tower, the Ten of Swords. Gemini, Knight of Pentacles, we're going to have to clarify to see more. Your challenge is the Six of Swords, or the Six of Wands, excuse me. You're not going to get any public recognition for this change. In fact, what I'm getting is that you may actually you will be ridiculed by your coworkers, by your lover, by your friends, whatever, for this change that you're doing. And even if you make the change and it's not obvious to them that you made the change, when they realize that you made the change, it's not going to be public victory. It's something that this change is going to pay off later for you. There's going to be something that you're doing for the 27th of the 3rd that your future self will thank you for. This is not immediate gratification. This is not immediate gratification. It's going to be something off the wall. It's going to be something unorthodox. But you know what they say, of course a ship is best kept safe in the harbor, but that's not what they were made for. That's not where your soul didn't come here to basically, blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and see what's going on as well, Gemini. In what you don't see coming, what I'm getting is there could be, this is going to sound really weird, but your life is going to seem like it's going normal until basically people realize the choice that you made. For the 27th to the 3rd, what I'm picking up on very strongly is that there's going to be a sense of normalcy in your life that everyone can feel, and it's not about anyone else, and even you still feel, okay, this is kind of still normal, but deep down, because of a decision that you made to do something drastically differently, you know that your life is going to look different eventually. But for now, what you don't see coming, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands, you also have the Knight of Wands here in what you don't see coming. So I get that there's whatever you're doing differently, it has to do with the spirit, the fire. Okay, Gemini, this is what I specialize in. If you look at my chart, I have literally it's all fire and earth. And the fire is all about listening to that inspiration. You're having an inspiration to do something very differently. And this is going to complement all of your, no matter who you are. I'm not really getting a whole lot about love for some reason. For some of you who are single out there, Gemini, this big shift of doing something unorthodox is going to lead to future love. What you don't see coming is a long-term vision. It's all about this vision of creating what would really make you happy. The question to ask yourself here is what would make your life feel like a continued holiday? When we were little kids and we couldn't wait till Christmas, or we couldn't wait till a day off from whatever, like school. Well, you can just make that every day. Every day can be that amazing. But you have to do these big changes that most people are just afraid to make. So you're making it. In the advice from your spirit guides, and we're going to clarify those Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. You may be having love offers. We'll have to see. You have the Fool, the Four of Wands, and the King of Swords in your advice from your spirit guides. You're basically intuitively called to do something to strip yourself away from any sort of physical well-being. This is a spiritual move for you. The Fool is the quintessential idiot, but sometimes if you're not willing to be an idiot, you can't be a master. You can't. Okay, I've probably been. Do you want to know why I'm sitting here giving you this reading when people are even listening to me? It's because I had to be an idiot so many times in a row, do it 1,000 times, people won't even do it once. What do you think I learned about myself? So you're doing something basically that is incredibly spiritual, but you're going to also have to have the discipline of the King of Swords here to back it up, because this is going to be something that's very scary. In your overall general energy, the Ten of Swords, the Tower, is scary. But I promise you're going to have a weight off your chest if you can commit to this new decision. And it's very exciting for you. It's just about like, how are people going to respond to it, blah, blah, blah. You also have the Four of Wands here, Gemini, and the advice from your spirit guides. And that's why in what you don't see coming, you have the Ten of Pentacles. On one hand, it's going to seem like your life is basically staying the same, but you know that the adventure for yourself is coming, whatever that may mean. You may have to take a financial risk here, because the Four of Wands and the advice from your spirit guide is you're going to attract people who are truly meant to be in your life. What I'm getting, Gemini, for some of you, once again, is that maybe instead of hanging around with the self-development people who say you must train your subconscious mind from 6 a.m. when you first wake up, you're going to hang around with the people that just want to party in the morning, and maybe you find that your unique characteristics work better that way. Now, of course, that's just an example to give you food for thought for what I'm talking about. I'm just getting that, like, there may be a shift in your soul family. This big shift in your career and the way of being is going to attract new people into your life. And so do not fear letting go of people who are not in alignment with your vision, because you're not doing them a favor or yourself a favor by trying to force something that is not a fit. So let's go ahead and get into this reading and start clarifying to see more of what's going on. Let's go ahead and clarify why this Knight of Pentacles is here in your opportunity. Once again, a very stable energy coming into your life, but it's not going to come in until you make this big decision about what you know you have to do. Let's see why the Knight of Pentacles is here for you, Gemini. Why is the Knight of Pentacles for you here, Gemini? And by the way, I'll say it in a second. Say it in a second. By the way, that was kind of a wonky example that I gave about reprogramming the subconscious mind. I do advise you when you first wake up, don't check your phone. I would just say that, but to each its own. It's like, you need to create your own path in life. Don't just listen to an expert. Rely on more of what you believe to be true rather than what people are telling you. But of course, it does help to go through a certain period where you learn from other people, because let's be honest, they're smart. To clarify the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Fool, you have the Five of Swords, and you also have the Chariot. This is something that you really want to do. You're going to do. Something is going to be falling apart. You're going to be moving in a new direction. The Fool has now come out twice here. And your opportunity, though, is just to basically rip the Band-Aid off, Gemini, even if it hurts. You know, the Fool to the Five of Swords. There's going to be some sort of action, new action that you're taking in your life that's going to be very painful. But once you can rip the Band-Aid off, you're going to be like, oh, why didn't I just do this 7 years ago? Why did I let that one person's opinion of me keep me in this box? It's stupid. And then you realize that, and your opportunity is the Chariot. You're divinely protected to move in this situation. Anything that you think you're going to lose, you're going to gain it 3 times. I promise you. The thing that you're worried about losing, financial abundance, relationship, state of well-being, authenticity, your image, your pet's vibes off of you, it will be replaced in a much more authentic way, but not yet. Not yet, and so you're walking into the fire. But that's why we're here on planet Earth. Do you realize that our spirits got so bored being up in heaven, being up in a higher dimension, of instantly think it, you're there, think of Egypt, you're there, think of the Pleiades, you're there. We wanted to come down into this experience where we experience contrast, where we experience lower things. And it can actually be very fun if you embrace it rather than resist it. Let's clarify why the Tower is here in your overall general energy, Gemini, for the 27th of the 3rd. Why is the Tower card here? Let's see. Two of Pentacles. You may have to juggle something for a while. That's what I was saying. It's not going to seem like much is changing at first to other people around you. But like, Ooh, the weather front is arriving. Hold on. The Tower is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and also the Tower. The Tower is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and also the Tower. This is basically what we're going to do. This is the mayor, right? The Hierophant is orthodox. It's tradition. The key, plucked it off the mayor and chucked it in the old tar pit off La Brea, playa. Basically, you're taking the keys back to your own reality here. Okay, Gemini, like the Three of Cups, Hierophant, Tower. This is going to disturb your, I'm getting friendship. Okay, Three of Cups is a social group. This is basically keeping the foundation the same, right? Letting go of foundation, and this foundation is going to include your friends. I'm just getting that, or like family, someone around you here. But once again, it's, what did I say, Gemini? Is this not exactly on point? Like breaking free of what people are telling you to do, of certain old beliefs that no longer serve you, the subconscious mind thing. Maybe the first thing you should do is check your fucking phone. Fuck it, Gemini. Like the frequency of what I'm trying to tell you is like, oh, you can't check your phone in the morning. No, check your phone. Go 3 hours on your phone, watch the worst possible things you could ever watch, and then go into your work. Something like that, okay? It's going to be counterintuitive. It's going to be very uncomfortable, but it's big, it's spiritual, and it is freaking amazing. Let's also clarify why the Six of Wands is here in your challenge, Gemini. Why is this your challenge? I'm getting it's because, like, this is not going to be a quick get-rich-quick scheme. No. Freaking no. Why is the Six of Wands here? Now, I ain't talking about nobody in particular. My flow just vehicular, channeling electro like a picking up dust. And the archon of my path is a car crash waiting to happen. Sucko, what? Going off the rails here, Gemini. Sometimes, like, when I go into that and I just say what's coming through, when we clear back the energy, why is the Six of Wands here? Why is the Six of Wands your challenge? No public victory. Like, it's like the opposite of public victory, but it's a spiritual victory. And those are the best ones, I promise you, and they lead to something amazing. Hold on. Okay, like... Okay, Gemini, the Six of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords, by the Ten of Wands, and also by the Knight of Cups here. Okay, this is your challenge. So yeah, there's a clear, like, there's going to be a hard split, and it might feel like it's a lot to handle. Whatever this new cycle, this new phase that you're going to be implementing, moving away from tradition, it's going to feel like you're carrying the weight of your shoulders on the world. But that's what Hercules is here to do. Do you want to be a little peon, a background character who doesn't do what Spirit's calling them to do, which is great in the short term, but you're going to freaking... like, it's not good in the long run. So the Six of Swords here is about movement, travel. Some of you could be physically traveling eventually. You also have the Knight of Cups here. So I'm getting that this move could, for a short term, disturb your romantic interest. It could disturb the person that if you're single, you want to be with someone in love. No, there's bigger things happening here. If you're in a relationship, they're going to be like, what are you doing? It doesn't make sense. It's like for me, when I changed my name to the Autistic Mystic, people were laughing at me. But I was just sitting back, like I was in spirit land, like looking down on the little peons laughing at me. And I was like, we're laughing at you in heaven. We're reading the timelines. We know what's going to happen. So you know what is going to happen. You know that something amazing is going to come through from this big shift. But you have to have faith here. You have to have faith. You have to be the Fool, and you have to be the King of Swords. So that's what I got here for you, Gemini. I really do appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are.